Okay, are we back? Last week you heard a lot of people struggled getting it to work. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, no, if something's going wrong because Streamlabs wouldn't respond, I couldn't click anything, and then turning it back on, it seems like stuff reset. I do not have any idea what in the world's going on. So if it gets worse, I may have to end stream early. Which I don't want to end stream early, but like my camera, my webcam's never done this before. So this is the first time this has happened. So let me put this back on the tablet screen so I can still read the chat. I'm gonna turn the fan on in the room. That might help with circulation, but it was turned off earlier for reasons. Well, thank you for the head pats. Munch head pats. Plus, the latest Windows updates made your PC run hotter than usual if it's something outside of Streamlabs. Possibly, but yeah, no, I'm hoping things don't get worse. I'm also wondering if I may need to close my program for throwing, but that's never been a problem either in a major sense. I tend to keep one tab open so I can do a raid. So, but I do appreciate everybody's patience through this, and I'm so sorry that's happened. I don't want to risk the VTuber bugging out a third time, so I'm not gonna pull up my 3D one for now. We're gonna stick with PNG. If the goal does get unlocked for the 3D VTuber, when I can't use it, it will still be a thing, but it will only matter for the 3D one. I want to make it clear. So, at least while we're at this point, I would like to reiterate. I want to reiterate something for the Endwalker-thon before I close out of the tab for it. When we reach 670, because it's going to be in intervals of 10. If we reach 670, the bear throwing redeem will be reduced in price. When we reach 680, there will be an outfit change redeem unlocked for my VTuber that you guys will be able to shift my outfit around if you just like, you know what, I want summer vibes or something like that. And a monochrome art raffle will open. These redeems are only for this Endwalker thing. So, just so you know. It was a joking sense, but I took it literally. At 690, I was told by Darian, a 1v1 Darian, fight me, friend in Wolf Den. We'll just PvP. There'll just be a break in the stream, like, hold up, it's PvP time. 700 is the main big goal. If we reach 700, we get to our 700 follower goal before the end of Endwalker. I will do a Mandervale Journey Reborn, from the Realm Reborn story all the way to the end of the Stormblood one. So, if you guys want any of these redeems, it's a follower marathon, not a subathon. So, when we reach particular follower goals, these things will open up. And again, I'm so sorry about how everything's just been. It's just the anxiety. It's all good. All your streams help make the nights go by faster. Oh, thank you, Night Fighter. I appreciate that. I do hope I've been able to make someone's day today a little better. I'm worried, like, is there anything else I need to fix? I'm so nervous something else is gonna break. But let's continue on. Let's just continue on for now, and if anything happens, I will check chat. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. I got a mouse. Ah, there's the odd mammoth out. Or marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. Actually, you know what? I just thought of something. Hold on. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. But, no, I just realized something that might be the factor. Because I've never full screened this before. I've always had it off full screen so I wouldn't. This was specifically set up for a reason and I changed it today and it's like, no, it is absolutely possibly a reason. This, okay, if that helps, that's good. But no, otherwise all I did was I made the throwing program full screen and changed the FPS. That's all I did. I don't know if it's going to help, but I'm still going to change it because I'm scared that it did something. Ugh. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. Yeah, my thanks. What will you do with the marmots now? That's for the Forum to decide. They are the guiding authority behind Labyrinthos, after all, and this job was but one small part of this great inventory of theirs. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed, those were the two conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. It's weird that full screen can use more resources on a lot of programs. I know you mean like programs. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange mess. If that's the case, then that explains a lot, you know. There you are, Butters. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I am Kryl, the student of Baldessian. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the Forum's decision of late has not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into Labyrinthos. We hoped that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might more fully understand the reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gather a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more of your services. Or offer more for your services, my bad. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the Forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We've also discovered when the operation was begun, the Forum contacted the Gleaners' guild ship and put their people to this great work of some 4 days after the Telephori made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telephori's declaration was what set it all in motion. This seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archeon? The Archeon. From there we can reach the lower... Kryl, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeon. We followed the path east, through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse, or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Ryle. And oh yeah, I haven't gotten to have a proper hello to you yet. I'm so sorry. Hello. Love Hawk. I think. Hello. You are tall. I am small. My ears itch, like my fox ears itch under this hat. Good Lord, help me. But yeah, I don't know if there's a solo instance coming up, but if you'd like, I can invite you to party so you could join, you could follow along for story. I don't know if you're in this point at the moment, but you know, let me at least put the offer out there if you want. And also, nice glamour. You're an awesome Rogadin. If I think this is Rogadin. Yes, Rogadin. It's the nose. Nice. Oh, Overwatch cosplay. I think it's Overwatch. That's the first thing that came to my mind with that outfit. Just Overwatch. That one girl with the purple hair. Forgot her name. Sombra? No, that's not her. Yeah, Sombra. Hey, I got it, even though I don't play Overwatch. This is great. But yeah, it's really well done. That's really well done. Hey. Oh yeah, I should ask. Oh wait, no, I need to remember. This is. If I remembered my lesson. Oh my gosh, Mary Poppins, y'all. One day I will be Mary Poppins, but for now, I'm just saving up my funds. I need to go east. Yeah, I gotta go east. Let's go. And yeah, like I could be flying around willy-nilly, but I also need to remember that in like there was a silly coincidence at one point. I know I told this story before. So if an area is a locked off area for flight, you do not want to take someone who's never been over there over by accident, even if you're just flying around but you're not thinking, because people aren't allowed in that spot till they've reached it. So don't, even if you can reach it, they can't reach it. Don't get them in trouble. No. Behold the Archeon. As Nomenon serves as Sharlayan's literary archive, so does the structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. This building, you see, is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archeon contains a physical history of Sharlayan's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Eh. Also, I'm sorry. I'll pull out my chocobo next time. I will bring my chocobo. Well, we won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let us proceed into the main building and speak with the custodian. Show the way, Alf. Doggo! There's your doggo. There they go. Go, doggo, go. Don't mind my speed. It's in the building. Frog! Look at him go! The drifting dog. Well, oh, cutscene. Greetings. We are here to peruse the Archeon's vaults. Peruse? You're clearly not gleaners, then. Might I ask your affiliation? We belong to the Students of Baltesian. But is that relevant? I was given to believe that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved in the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Not us, then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? That service has also been suspended, I am afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after our restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it will be too late, and we were so close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for the moment, shall we? I'm sorry, the library is closed. Students of Baldessian. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to peruse this one further. But I doubt that our stone-faced custodian will be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the lower levels. 'Tis likely that the people in this area are involved in the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to integrate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. Oh, I see one of them back here. You personally vouch for breaking and entering Nox? No. No. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archeon even though we found... Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere, but it was wandering around Tranquility, and so we thought to donate it to the vaults. Odd little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archeon is open again. What's in the box? At first, we thought it might have escaped from one of the research laboratories, but when we reported our find to the Studium, they were just as dumbfounded as we were. If it truly is a newly discovered species, we could have our names appear in a gazette. Charlene has high security, Nox. This is a high security place. What's that? Take you down on the lift with me? Sorry, but not a chance. I've been up and down all day, and only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever it is he's doing. You know one way to get there? Oh no! We just have to sneak aboard. Hey, but no. Dang it, do I not have my chocobo out? No, I have I have car. Don't worry, I've got an Uber. Broken into many secure facilities before. But that's different, Nox. That's different. Don't worry, we're driving in style. Even though we don't even need to go that far, but we're still going somewhere. We're going for a ride. How much you bet I'm in the wrong... Oh, there it is. It's Aaronville! Going on a trip in Butter's rocket ship. She don't know how to drive. Oh, Lord. Quiet, you'll frighten it away. Okay. It's you again. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. You gonna lurk again? No worries, Piero. Thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate it. You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is the hornbill. Its feathers are green, and its cry a distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with a sleeping dart. Wah! The effects are short-lived. Saw a lion wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Like, I need you to shoot it with a sleeping dart. Secure your surroundings for the hornbill. I see bird. You find out this is the wrong bird. I hit the bird. It's a green bird that caws. I think I got it. Yeah! Erinville's voice. Erinville voice time.
手伝いありがとうよ。あいつを保護してから上がるから、その辺で待っててくれ。
But yeah, why can't cleaners work together?
ここにいたのね。何か有力な情報はあった？
I shot down a bird with a sleeping dart. That's as much as we got.
さっきのクリーナーと再会してホーンビルをねえ。
Birds are birds.
外で捕まえた生き物を運んでくるのはわかるけど、ラビリンソスの中で捕まえてどうするのかしら。
何？珍しいことでもないさ。観察を終えたり、ここでの育成が難しかった動植物は運び出されることがあるんだよ。野生に返す以上、条件は厳しいけどな。それを丁重に故郷へお届けするのも俺らグリーナーの仕事ってわけさ。ただまあ今回に関しては運ぶ先が違う。頼まれてるのは下への移送だからな。
But love.
ラビリンソスの仮想には哲学者議会に指名された研究者のみが立ち入れる区画がある。他国に決して明かせない先端技術や禁忌魔法を研究しているとも噂されているけれど、私たち賢人ですら真実を伺い知ることはできない。そこで働く研究員たちを専用の施設に住まわせ、町に出さないくらいの徹底ぶりだもの。
そんな場所になぜホーンビルを？研究に必要なのだろうか。
さて、依頼主の哲学者議会からは説明がなかったもんでね。ただ俺や仲間に渡されてる内外から下へ運ぶ対象のリストを見ると、最先端の研究のためって感じじゃないな。どちらかといえば南方大陸に乗り込む準備とでも言われた方がしっくりくる。
どういうこと？
運び込むように指示されてるのは安定した食料供給を見込めそうな動植物、それに比較的変化に強い種や過酷な環境への耐性があるもの、土壌や水質の改善に用いられるやつらもだな。
確かにまるでどこかに入植しようとしてるみたいね。
もっとも根拠のない憶測だけどな。グリーナーが触れてるのは 思惑のほんの一角だろうさ。俺らはただ運んだものが正しく知識として残されることを願うだけだ。ものであれ、命であれな。ってことで、俺はもう行く。大した礼もできなくて悪い
Good
な。
sir, you do not need to worry about compensating me. You're good, dude.
ねえ、物は相談なのだけれど、私たち下の階層に降りられなくて困ってるの。あなたが下へ動物たちを収めに行くなら、同行者として連れて行ってもらえないかしら。
Y'shtola, please, you're already
いや、
going too
悪いが
far.
それは難しいな。動物たちは揃い次第リフトで送ることになってる。その後俺も報告のために降りはするが、そこに至って荷物持ちだと紹介するわけにもいかないだろう。
But where'd you put the bird?
ごもっともね、忘れてちょうだい。
オタクら、腕と足腰に自信はあるか？もしそうなら降りる方法がないわけじゃない。この道の先に第33期拡張行動がある。ラビリンソスを拡張すると同時に
Don't
動物
worry
資源を
about
得る
it.
ための場所さ。安全は確保されてないが、そこを通ればミディアルサーキットまでは降りられるはずだ。
それは私も初耳よ。貴重な情報助かるわ。
どういたしまして。だが行くのは自己責任だぞ。難しいと思ったらやめておけよ。それじゃあな。
じゃあな。
ここで行かないって選択肢はないわよね。ともかく行動の様子を見てみましょう。
We should get fried up for some noms. No. Okay, now we can go, bird. Oh, randomly speaking of chocobos, or birds in this case. To anybody that uses Twitter, the Final Fantasy XIV official Twitter, I think, is doing a 10th anniversary Realm Reborn giveaway that involves the original white fat chocobo. I had entered already. I don't think I'm gonna win, but hey, you know, if it means the possibility that other people have a chance to get it, then, you know, there's that. The 1.0 chocobo? I think, question mark? It's a white fat chocobo with a crown. I think it just mentions, like, original fat chocobo. This must be it. The entrance to the mine shaft. 'Tis faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures honed there by the researchers, you think? Well, slavering beasts aside, we will need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, then I say we head on in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings. Search for surroundings from time to time. We can meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Big chocobo. I only have, I think, 3 or 4 mounts that work as a multi-seater, but most of them are chocobos. I'd like to get the one that looks like a speedboat, but that requires doing Eden. And I could technically use my Cerberus, but that is a massive mount. Oh yeah, if you want to summon up your stuff, go right ahead. So we could boo both of them at the same time? Or does it count for both since we're in a party, actually? I don't remember. Did it count? Did it count for your thing, Onigiri? It counted? Okay, good, good. Okay, back to the... That's the minion guide. Okay, here, we'll have a little... This is why I'm not using the... Wish you could get Cerberus mount, because it's so nice. It is. It is massive, though. Here, you can ride the Cerberus. It is a 4-seater mount. Whee! I'm taking my dog for a walk. True, it makes a large statement. Such a big doggo. Oh, we got 3 of them. I can't wait till I'm finally on par with the enemies again. It's gonna just be a big case of, but wait. Like, oh well, I can't be slow anymore. Everything's my level range. I'm gonna try to avoid as many enemies as possible. We made it! Doink. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing of consequence, at least. And as promised, the tunnel has delivered us into the medial circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Erenville's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plants in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. It's time for Mount Roulette Wheel going on a bird. I'm gonna move that to my favorites list, actually, if I can. I feel that the bird will just be simpler to ride and it won't take up too much screen space. The Mentor and the Traveler. Let us go. But this does mean we're on the exact same point of story, at least. Looks like there's someone doing a fade over there. Actually, there are people doing a fade over there. You know what? Let's help them really quick. Let's help them really quick. It's EXP, but also part of the thing. Oh, Jesus. I got you, random tank. Live! Yeah, you haven't been to Thamnir yet? Okay, Onigiri. Okay. But yeah, I haven't done Thamnir yet either. I'm going in order based on locale. There we go. Hey! Congrats on level 81! I am being smacked by a bunch of onions. Or mandragoras, sorry. Specifics. Alright, now we can run to town. It's just right here. Huh. Yippee! Fate brings us together, but fates bring people even further together. Thank goodness the destination's just right here. Running distance. This is so quiet. But look, it's... Oh yeah, I forgot they fixed the grapes here. Why? Normal grapes, but low poly pumpkins. Aha! Now I know where we are. This is Marial Agronomics. Labyrinthos is host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And it is this facility which coordinates and oversees those efforts. The fruits of their research go to feed their Labyrinthos colleagues, or so I hear. More notable successes might make it to the Agora. Food so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners hereabouts, yet these workers seem to share that same sense of urgency. 'Tis possible they know something of the forum's plans and their underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same, or cast about for useful clues. Yeah, we may not have high quality grapes or low quality grapes anymore, but we got low poly pumpkins. Blessed be the low poly pumpkins. We will find something to worship here. Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting visitors, not with the use of the lift being restricted. How did you make it down here anyway? I took the mountainside, climbed down, all that jazz. The mine shaft, you say? Well, you're much harder your soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I'd reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the forum has us filing order lists a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests, literal wagon loads of crop samples, and hardly any time to put them together. When I first heard of this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock to make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, eh? I pressed for an explanation and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. I didn't understand why people obsessed with the grapes. I think the idea is that they looked like a crystal grapes, but also that this is a place for artificial things to grow. So it was just funny, the idea that we had low poly grapes that looks like it's a forbidden grape crystal. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given that it's native to a particular locale in the very place upon which Labyrinthos was modeled, a region in the south of Isilbard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for myriad flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks in the north give way to swaths of temperate plains, which in turn transition to a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. It used to be called Corvos before the Imperials renamed it Locus Ammonius. The forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, one whose climates we strove to recreate within the confines of Labyrinthos. It's since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. Like, this is just the craziest greenhouse that you could have. Oh, I'm missing that. Hold up. I didn't realize I was missing a sightseeing spot. It's spot 17. How have I not got that before? I mean, I'll take it. Hey. Onigiri, do you need this one, actually? I can fly you up there. It's still the area, so we don't have to worry about... that kind of thing. You still have to unlock the ability to get them. No! Oh, it's okay. One day we'll get you on that roof, and then you'll be able to get the sightseeing log you deserve. A glorious sightseeing log. We're just surrounded by so much wheat. Oh, actually, I thought this was a lot of wheat, but then I turned the camera. Dang it. Ah. Always grab your blue quests. Do I have aught to be taken down below? More than I could carry and then some. Most of our stock is sent off via the cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for ethereal transport. Hence the stack of crates atop that hill over there. God's hauling the lot up that slope was a job and a half. Oh Lord, it's a peacock. A glorious bird of nature. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. It's so big. It's such a big bird. Well, if you're on a bird, then I should get on a bird too, right? Now, it's got to be a different bird. We'll take this bird. Actually, no, this is too big. This is too big. We need a different bird. I need normal size bird. Yeah, I mean, you know what? That works. I know I have that somewhere. Someone gave me a whistle a while back for that one. Now, where the heck is it on the list? Please. I must find creepy lizard bird. It's here. Okay, zoo. It's right here. Let us go on our zoo trip. And off we go. You don't want to think about the amount of sightseeing spots you miss because of the thought of you'll come back when you fly. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Night Fighter. To be fair, I wasn't thinking with Endwalker. I was thinking with Stormblood once I had finished the expansion. Oh. Just the sound of two zoo. The labels on these crates tell the story of their component or contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings, accompanied by sheaves of reports. Oh, wait. Flowers. These are nice, actually. Huh? Never seen that. Oh no! Huh. Who are you, mysterious man? Sorry, I was staring at these flowers.
とても綺麗な花だろう。私たちは人の心を映す花と呼んでいるんだ。うさんくさいと思ってるだろう。だが本当なのさ。今は灰色か。ここで働くみんなの急な命令に対する
The
不安
gray
や
is for
焦り、
anxiety.
そういったものが現れている色なのかもしれないね。そんな風に周囲の人がいい気分なら明るい色に輝くし、苛立ったり落ち込んだりしていると暗い色を帯びるんだよ。その原理はシャーレアンの英知をもってしても未だ解明されていないんだ。他にも未解明な部分は多い。とても長寿な花である反面、繁殖力が低くてね、外ではめったにお目にかかれないんだ。分布図を作ろうにも目撃情報が足りないし、類似した植物もないことから原産地は不明。かろうじてこの花の存在を知っている人々も、それぞれに名前や伝承を与えているものだから、正しい名前があるのかどうかすらわからないんだ。 私も植物学者の端くれ、いつかは解明してみたいと思うが、今は荷運びを優先しなくちゃならないらしい。それじゃもう一仕事してくるよ。
何の話をしていたの？
Well, these are heart bloom flowers.
人の心を映す花ね。聞いたことがないわ。確かにとても珍しいのでしょうね。
それはいいけど、哲学者議会の思惑については結局誰も決定的な情報をつかめてないわけね。
そうなるね。エレンビルが推測していた通り、食料の生産力向上を狙っているかのような動きはあるが、それがどんな意図で行われているかまでは現場に知らされていないといった風だ。
はあ、議員を問い詰められたら早いのに。ねえ、あれってアルケイオン保管員の出口よね。
There's
今出てきた
Aaronville
の
again.
エレンビルじゃない？
遠目だが確かに。後で報告のために降りると言っていたから、それだろうか。
彼の依頼主は哲学者議会だとしたら、報告の相手も議員やそれに近しいものではなくて、
まさか彼らの話を盗み聞きするつもりかい？
Y'shtola, my
自己
gosh.
責任で見学させてもらうだけよ。邪魔はしないし、共謀者に仕立て上げるつもりもないわ。
Stop, Y'shtola.
気が引けるなら私だけで行ってくるけれど。
いや、父の思惑を知りたいと申し出たのは私自身だ。
Oh my
それ
gosh.
が素直に問えば
Okay,
返ってくるものではないとも理解しているよ。
Alright, because Alphino said
まずい
so.
こと聞いちゃったら後でちゃんと謝りましょう。今はどんなかけらだって集めた方がいいわ。
Like everyone except Y'shtola's decision for me.
あなたも手を貸してくれると助かるわ。
I don't
それ
hate
から
her. I do not dislike her. We are just acquaintances.
グルル、
ええ、そうね。私もその作戦でいいと思うわ。
そうならいいけれど。
エレンビルが動くみたい。追いかけるならそろそろ行かないと。あなたはやっぱりあと少しで拾えそうなのに。
Y'shtola has the personality of white bread, good but a bit bland with nothing on it. Wow, Nox. I mean, right now I'd feel like she's a bit of a particular kind of toast. But to word things more clearly, she has had minimal growth. I don't know, I never felt like I was growing with the character. And oh gosh, you might have to get off soon. You've been up for a bit over 24 hours. If you need to get some sleep, Onigiri, please go get some rest. I appreciate you for having joined me for a bit of your story progression. If you want to run on ahead of me, you can do that too. Don't worry about me. Is Corral still feeling unwell? I've never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let her queries slip away. Herrinville was headed westwards along the path outside the Archeon. Come, we can still catch him. Yashtola has not changed since her introduction, like the recipe for white bread. It's good for toasting. Last minute hugs before you possibly go, Onigiri. And please sleep well when you get there. And don't stay up too much later. 24 hours is a long time. In your honor, I will ride this dodo. This random bird. But they have a silly little walk. Because we're here for good times. We're here for the silly good times. Look at them go. And also, thank you for sharing your Sombra cosplay earlier. Again, it was really nice. Aw, man, it's a party in here. We got balloons. Heck yeah. Beautiful. Okay. And with these tiny little dodo wings, I fly. Bye. I'm still in walk. This mount is such a treat, though. Like, how is it flying? Look at the tiny wings. Oh boy, here we go. What do you want, Y'shtola? Hold a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. If I were an agent of the Forum, it would make it for a convenient meeting place. But even if we happen to find Aaronville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect them to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. If only Graha and his vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning invisible. Hippity hop, my little toads. Goodness! We did not consent to being cute! Ribbit! Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your queen companions hop along and catch up with Aaronville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment. And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless. You have changed into a toad! You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. You will return from your transfigured status if you move too far away. Look to your map for the transfiguration area of effect. Alice is watching you. Speak with Y'shtola to restore or prolong the transfiguration. This made you crack up when you first saw this. No worries, I just get to chill out with Alfie Toad. We are of equal height. Ribbit, ribbit. Alfie Toad and Ally Toad are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You could leave the quest companions behind. Alfie Toad! Let them be cute! What do you think, Ally Toad? Ribbit! 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 Oh. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Let's go, my friends. And you got chases 3 times because you weren't paying attention. It's time to pay attention. Come on, Alfie Toad. Oh gosh, there's a fate. You're the same now. Now you can't. Oh. Hippity hoppity. Get away from our property. Eric, no. Eric, it is frog time. Do you frog? Do you frog, my love? You frog.
You just have that one front back out.
No.
Targets.
No. Love hog. Here, love hog. This is for your comment. They are small. Now they frog boop. Frog face snoot boop.
Hail Messiah! I'm not the Messiah!
Eric is not the Messiah, Night Fighter. He's not the Messiah. You heard the Messiah. He's not the Messiah. You know, I'm tempted to make an image where it's just, even as frogs, there's still no denying. That's adorable. Meow, 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 meow. Over there! Get him! Frog.
では先ほど送られてきた分に対する報酬は確かに渡した。君の仕事はいつも正確で我々も助かっているよ。
Also, I'm sorry for
矢
the
継ぎ早
random
で済まないが
moment I had.
その腕を見込んで次の
I
仕
just
事も
like that
頼まれてはく
they're
れない
just all
か。
frogs.
Mata. ずいぶん多いな。なあ、最近のこの妙な動きはなんだ。グリーナーの仲間も急な依頼に疲れ果ててるぞ。俺らは使い魔じゃない。知識あるシャーレアン人だ。説明くらいはしてほしいもんだがね。
シャーレアンには古より受け継がれてきた重大な使命があるんだ。終末の最悪という言葉が現代によみがえった今こそその使命は果たされなければならない。私が語れるのはそれだけだ。ただ遠くないうちに全ては明らかとなり君たちは正しい行いに加担していたと理解するだろう。
ひとまず仕事は受けたまわった。
Very glad. You're
納
glad
得
you
した
like
わけ
this.
じゃな
I
い。
like the somber glam. Took you 3 days to find the right piece of gear for it.
待遇を上げるなり、すべ
Of
てとや
course,
らを明
it's
か
really
す
well
なりしてくれ。
done. It's really well done, Lobhawk.
ああ、承知した。では、引き続きよろしく頼む。
Ribbit.
ま、いいけどな。おたくらへの借りはこれで完済ってことで。俺は議会に手放しで賛同してるわけじゃないが、命を運んできた手前、信じたいとは思ってる。だからこそ、必死になって嗅ぎ回る奴がいてくれた方がいい。全員が同じ船に乗ってたら、嵐にあった時、下手すりゃ全滅だからな。
私たちだって分かったの？
動きを見りゃ一発だ。次までに本物の東堂をよく観察しとくんだな。
Like, how the heck did you know it was us? I study frogs. If you're gonna impersonate one, you best to know. The bunnies sound weird. You without the accent, Nox? The best bun boy in the whole game, Greed? This too true. Also, hey, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I had to reset stream early because things decided to break. Hopefully nothing else breaks, because now I am just slightly on edge of concern of please don't have something break. Please don't have something break. Fear. I live in fear. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived, yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps we discovered a new piece of the puzzle, this momentous duty the former agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telefori's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they deem it of sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Eorzea's request for aid. You're just getting home from the gym, making dinner. Fish is on the menu. Ooh, I hope you have a good fish dinner. Hope you have a good dinner. Also, you have a comment about the frog thing, Alphino? If we happen to cross paths with Erenville again, I should like to thank him properly. Nothing? Okay, cool. What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Y'shtola and Kryle for the moment, see what they think of this. Well, technically, are you making chicken tomorrow? Well, you're technically making chicken today, Nox? Past midnight? Oh, cool. I hope you have good chicken later. You guys sound like you're gonna have amazing dinners. Also, I need to rat out Y'shtola for turning us into frogs. It was adorable at best, but anxiety-ridden at most. Why you gotta turn us into frogs like that? I can see eye to eye now. As frogs. Where's Kryle? Welcome back. I trust you found Erenville then. Yeah, he knew our scheme. Very blatantly, actually. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a current confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Kryle, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us could survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander. It's nuts. It's 4 days until money struggle meals. Oh, fried chicken and rice. That's still good, though. Sea bass is your favorite, but you're out, so salmon it is. Oh, Lord, don't tell salmon. Oh, no. Hey, Kryle, are you alright? Why are you so entranced by these? Kryle?
これをあなたに魔法をかけたから当分枯れないわ。
Oh.
彼女からそうしてほしいと頼まれたの。あなたの旅には必要なものなんですって。
Huh? She?
それじゃあしばらく彼女に代わるわね。ミンフィリアさんほどはうまくできる自信がないけど。
This is such a creepy thing of, they would like to talk to you.
ありがとう。驚かせてごめんなさい。大丈夫。この子の体はすぐに返します。
My gosh.
第一世界を光の反乱から救えなかったように、私だけで物質界に干渉するのは難しい。先のような現代では言葉を交わせはしても、花に魔法をかけることすら叶わないのです。けれど命の帰る場所、正解のことならば、思うがままとはいきませんが、多少は手が届きます。第一世界で全ての力を託し終えたミンフィリアの魂も救い上げ、今はここ原初の海に。優しいあの子には
Basically,
故
after
郷で
everything,
穏
she
やか
let
に眠ってほし
Midfilia
かったの
rest
です。
to finally be rest in death.
そしてもう一人、そのものに行き着くかどうかはこれからのあなた次第。花を携え歩みなさい。願う場所へ望むままに信じて。
He's like, why are you taking a flower out of here? It was given to me by a
それ
Heidelin,
が
I
道しる
swear.
べであり、あなたを人を試すもの。暗闇のうちに喜びを探すのです。絶望に目を凝らし、悲しみをかき分け、
Crystal
前
Mom.
へと歩み続けた者だけが
Why do you keep
そ
giving
の
me
真
forbidden
なる
light
輝
candy?
きを得る。
Why does everything you make have to be forbidden candy?
どう
We can't eat this.
みんなと結末を照らして。
Like, this expansion just has so many serious moments. There's only so much I could talk during it because I really want to hear it again. Oh,
時間切れみたい。彼女の気配が遠くなっちゃった。
Crowley, you alright?
心配かけてごめんなさい。実はラビリンソスに降りてきたあたりから誰かの意志が働きかけてくるのを感じていたの。とても弱々しくて、私の超える力でもすぐには拾えなかったんだけど、やっと捉えたらハイデリンだって言うんですもの。事情を聞ければと思って一時的に協力したの。
It's such good music, Greed. It's such good music.
すべてを解き明かすには至らなかったけど、花を彼女が道しるべと呼んだものを手に入れることができた。一歩前進としましょう。バカなこと言わないで。私たち何もしてないでしょ。
Oh, shoot. Come on. I can be questioned for wearing a hat, but you won't make me take it off.
古篠様、どうして哲学者議会が。
彼ら私たちをお迎えに来たそうよ。
バルデシオン委員会の臨時代表だな。己の組織を盾にして暁の血命を招き入れたとか。議会はすでに事態を把握している。主要な機関にも警告をしたところ、アルケイオン保管員の職員から連絡を受けたのだ。バルデシオン委員会を名乗る者がラビリンソスに探りを入れようとしているとな。
私たちに悪しき企みはありません。だからこそ暁とは名乗らずとも 名を明かして帰国しています。
Why is she in
こ
a
うして
hat?
地の都に足を踏み入れたのはただ真実を求めてのこと。議会に介入されるような問題は起こしていないはずだ。
無論死の探求を拒むシャーレアンではない。だが時と場合、そして立場を考えてもらう必要はある。我らは真に賢き者として世が乱れた今こそ緻密な計画のもとに行動している。そこに人心を乱す異分子が紛れ込むのはそれ自体が妨害に当たるのではないか。
私たちをどこへ連れて行く気？船に乗せてエオルゼアに送り返すつもりかしら。
お前たちを議会の緊急査問会にかける。お引き取りを願うかどうかはその結果次第だ。すでに大書院にいたお前たちの仲間も連行させてもらった。
ラハまで？それこそ調べ物をしてただけじゃない。
本を読んでいたのが立ち入りを禁じられている禁書庫でなければな。
He went to the wrong end of the library, that derp.
行かないとは言えないようね。前向きに哲学者議会と対話できる機会とでも思いましょうか。
沈黙は時として雄弁に勝る。いたずらに査問会を長引かせない方が身のため。
He takes his job very seriously.
では我らが議会の開催地哲学者の広場までご同行いただこう。
Expansion is like, you think you're done crying from the last one? This again? I think again, oh my gosh. But yeah, this is a really good expansion. Oh gosh, Crow! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. How was your stream, Crow? Can we get a shout out for Crow? If any mods are in chat. If not, I can get a shout out here in a bit. We're just in cutscene right now. And hey, look, Cryle with the hood down. And oh wait, did they take my hat? No, my hat! I said they wouldn't take my hat. They took my hat. How dare they? They took my hat. Help! I don't have a hat. I'm trying so hard to keep my ears hidden. These things are non-existent. I was like, why do they have to have us take our hats off? Ah! Butters without a hat to cover her ears.
ああ、皆の者、静粛に。ただいまより緊急の査問会を開催する。
Stream was short tonight due to finishing the game, but you got both ending to dredge. Both endings to dredge. Nice. They glamored away my ears, not.
査問会を提案した古種の氏から審議
It's
すべき
so
問
weird.
題を改めてご
Why
説
can't
明
we
い
wear
ただけるかな。
hats in this scene? Hey, there's nothing hidden in her hat, is there? And then they take it off, there's no ears.
エオルゼアからの協力要請を退けた。だが
Also, thank you for getting
そ
them
の
a
決
shout out,
定を
Piero.
不服としている
Arigato.
者が不穏な動きを見せている。彼らはバルデシオン委員会の名のもとに入国したが、実態としては暁の決明だ。他の組織はエオルゼア諸国および東方連合にも影響力を持つ。今回の騒動において
I
も
mean, they took away your
渦中
character's
にあ
eye
る
patch,
組
which
織と
also
言える
makes
だろ
no
う。
sense. Yeah, anything on the headpiece gets taken off for some specific
我らが
cutscenes.
シャーレアンに乗り込み、国事を暴かんとしている。これが脅威でなく 何であろうか。
まるでシオン委員会の名を利用するだなんてガラフドにも浮かばれないでしょうに。
But okay, let me pause the cutscene at this point real quick.
おじいちゃんはガラフ・バルデシオンは脅威と向き合い続ける人だった。
That way I have a moment to do my the greeting for the raid, and I'm so sorry for the late delay. But to anyone that's still here from the raid, hello, I'm Better Solist. I'm a fox-eared VTuber. I was not blessed with a tail. I tend to play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. I work on art whenever I get a chance to, and I play a lot of random games at times. So if you like a chill environment or a place to just hang out while you're working on stuff, feel free to stick around. Your company is always appreciated, friends. We're currently just going through New Game Plus of Endwalker. This is the end of a Journey Reborn series, pretty much. This is the last expansion. But yeah, I wanted to pause real quick so I could say my thing clearly without overdoing the dialogue, or overspeaking the dialogue. The forum be like, no headgear in the main room, you must see our creepy blinder. I mean, to be fair, they took Kryle's hoodie, too. They took Kryle's hoodie.
暁や各地の人々が未知の脅威に挑もうとするなら、たとえこの国が全ての門戸を閉ざしても必ずや手を差し伸べていたでしょう。
But they didn't take Y'shtoa's
大き
earrings.
な脅威が迫っている。そんな中でエオルゼアがシャーレアンに要請を出したのは、この国を敬い、また志を共にできると考えたからよ。それに対するあなたたちの返答は本当にあれでよかったのかしら。
Kryle, very cute in her ponytail. It really is a nice ponytail.
いにしえより受け継がれてきた重大な使命は忙しい。
そんなものがあると言ってたのか。
ある議員がね、彼女たちが聞いてきてくれたのよ。
なるほど。
Oh, goodness.
つながったかもしれない。
Thank Creed's wife. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the squad. It's nice to have you with us. Welcome in, new friend. Hope you're having a nice day today. Welcome in. Sorry, I didn't mean to chuckle hard. It's just the cutscene context. For a moment. I don't know. But yeah. Hope you're enjoying Trauma Walker. Yes, indeed. Always. This is a really good expansion, thank Creed's wife. Such a good expansion. It's awesome to be going through it again in New Game Plus. But thank you so much for asking.
今は少しばかりこの手の話にも明るいからな。おかしな点に気がついたんだ。
Grahati is committing library crimes.
ある時期から政策の方向性が変わってる。生活のために知識があるんじゃない。知識のために生活が敷かれていくようになったんだ。顕著なのがラビリンソスの変化だ。それまでは巨大な倉庫程度の扱いだったのに、膨大な資金
No,
を
you
投
think
じ
it's
て
Butter's hearing
研
nothing,
究と
or
保管
him
の施
hearing
設に
nothing
変え
of
られ
this
てい
while
る。
the meeting is because I don't have ears. They
低地ド
they
ラバニア
hid
の
my
植民都市
ears.
についても
Everything's like
興
a
味深い記録が残ってたぞ。あの町には各地から留学生が集っていた。それによって得たつながりと資金は随分と書庫や保管員を充実させるために使われたんだな。知識を増やすことがこの国の発展手段だったことは分かってる。だがあそこまで比重を置くのは異常だぞ。
What?
そして
I'm sorry, it took my hat
ようになったのは
and my
俺が
ears.
読み解いた範囲では
270年ほど前からだ。
シャーレアンにとっては低地ドラバニアで本格的に星海観測を始めた時期。あなたたち星海で何かを知ったのね。それが重大な使命の正体ではなくて。
軽々しく口にするな。私たちは
If we'd seen what?
確かに我々には使命がある。だがそれを知ってどうする。使命を捨てて戦いとでも言うつもりか。我々は決して武器を取ることを選ばない。戦いではなく使命を全うするために生き残らねばならないのだ。星が滅ぼうとも絶対に。
Familiar quote.
だったら私たち暁の血盟は戦うわ。世界が滅びを迎えるその日までね。
Yeah, it's the trailer scene.
それだから毒されるのだ。
But there is something I noticed between the trailer and the final version of this.
お父様、いえ、古篠殿。
But I'll address it in a bit.
私にはまだあなた方の考えが理解できません。同時にグリダニアであなたからかけられた問いにも答えを得られずにいる。けれど迷いの中にいる私をそれでも誇ってくれた友がいました。故に私は考えながら進み続けます。自分の行い一つ一つの意味を。
You like the room setup for the trailer better? Yeah, no, I agree there, Piero. I agree there. Like the lighting felt different there.
そこまでじゃ。
Old man!
さてはここがサモン会の場だと忘れておるな。
Old man!
モンティシェーヌ様よ。魔法大学の学長でおじい様の友人なの。
Sorry, it's hard to say his name really fast. Just, they call him humble old man.
わしらの治らぬ悪い癖。どれ、本題に戻そうではないか。
Yeah! I like this guy.
彼ら暁の血盟は確かにエオルゼア諸国と同様この事態と戦う決意をしているようじゃ。しかし事実として我が国の者を先導してはおらんのじゃろう。加えてわしらの判断が妥当であってもこのところのように強硬な態度で推し進めていけば疑問や反発も生じよう。ほれ、己が身を振り返ってみよ。ダメだ、理由は知らなくていいなどと言われた日には金チョコの一つや二つ意地でもこじ開けようて。他の者の留飲を下げるためにもここは一つ寛大な措置で収めてはいかがかな。
ああ、静粛に静粛に。モンティシェーニ氏の言うことも一理ある。それを踏まえて彼らの処遇を提案しよう。
I'm just gonna assume the ones without hats are the higher
バルベ
ups.
シオン委員会は当面の間シャーレアン領内での活動を控えること。加えて哲学者議会の決定及び使命についてこれ以上の詮索をしないこと。もし守らなければ協力者たちを強制送還する。 この案で決を取るとしよう。賛成の者は挙手を。賛成51、反対48。僅差ではあるが、先ほどの案で
Also, if I
決
notice
定だな。
something, their father didn't raise their hand.
では、バルデシオン委員会の者とそ
He
の
didn't raise
協
his
力者
hand.
たる暁の決命よ。先の約束を夢夢忘れず過ごすがいい。
I could be wrong, maybe he did. It's hard to tell.
これをもって
But I don't think he did.
本日の緊急査問会は終了とする。
Yeah. Oh yeah, Vieira without a hat. That's normal. At least you got one person willing to give you a chance to prove to everyone that all you need to get things done is a chance. Exactly, Greed. If we're not given a chance, then how do they know? But yeah, they don't wear hats so that you can see the main character haircuts. Fair enough. And finally, they gave me back my hat. But my fox ears are still irritated. At least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea, with our freedoms so sorely curtailed. However, we will struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Charlian. The overall picture has grown clearer. Yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. Is Father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? Alphino? Alice? Is that you? Or no, it is you! When I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Mother? Emilian Slevier, at your service. And you fine people must be the scions of the Seventh Stone. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Mother, please. We don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches Father that you were here. Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? Or chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Forchenault are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Ancrete's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home. We'll be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure Butters, what do you think? Oh, Butters? The Butters Solest? What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Yeah. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Butters, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. And then she was gone, and with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. I can get a chance to see Alfie's room you're in. What? No! I don't even think we're given a chance, Nox. There's limits. And though childhood may be obscured, the memories are coming back to us both. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Solas? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us to our visit, accompany us on our visit home? Fine, if we're going, then let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. I mean, never mind. The Levier estate is that way. Straight down the stairs. Come on. They are now accompanying you. What are limits? Greed. It's like if I took off the hat, it's like, wait a minute. Look, the hat is not that much of a dead giveaway, is it? What's the point of visiting friends' childhood rooms if not to bully them for it? Look, they've never seen my childhood room. No one wants to see that. When Alice and I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. As children, Alphino and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at the exact moment. Came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. The Warrior of Light doesn't have a childhood room. Well, I mean, in a sense, I've sort of declared one random house in this game to work for my character, but otherwise it doesn't help either way. I could declare something, but let's be honest, there are probably multiple other people that do the same thing. Oh yes, this is where I first practiced magic on an actual person. Alice had fallen, you see, and scraped her knee quite badly, so I tried casting the simple restorative spell I had only just learned. How she smiled when the wound closed. The joy and relief. That was, I believe, the very moment I chose the healing arts as the main subject of my studies. We used to come here all the time with grandfather. In summer, I would dip my hands and feet in the fountain and splash about. Not Alphino, though. Even back then, he wasn't very fond of playing in water. He'd make any excuse to avoid it. Which would explain how I came to swim like an oak, and he sink like a stone. You mean since you had moved in between apartments your whole life, your childhood room doesn't exist anymore? Well, that's true. But that's fair. With life, we're constantly on the move, right? As far as we're aware, the Warrior of Light could very well have just spawned out of the air, or out of thin air. Boop. And here you are at last. Please, do come in. Are you sure you don't want to take off that hat? You could take off your hat when you're here.
お帰りなさいませ。
Dang, this brings back some memories, doesn't it? It's all coming together. Huh.
何よ、珍しそうにしちゃって。
What are you gawping at? Well, House Levier in all its grandeur.
その言い方やめてよね。 確かにうちだけど、私が建てたわけでもないし。
Sorry. It's been too long. I don't remember this being as big as it
この子た
was.
ちが来た
It
こ
was
とは
even bigger.
古篠さんには内緒にしておいてね。それから彼が戻ってくる前にあれを渡したいの。急いで準備してもらえるかしら。
Dang, Alvin, can I have a small loan of a million gil? Oh heck, even if the character was offered that in this case, with Butters, it's like, no, absolutely not. No, that would just be unacceptable for her completely. But she's not allowed to say no to a kind hangout. I was like, let's just chat then and draw some art. Oh, okay. Hmm.
実はね、あの子たちから時々近況報告の手紙をもらっていたの。親に宛てたものだから、すべての出来事を書いてはいないでしょうけれど。それでも最初の頃はすっごく心配だった。だからせめてお金くらいはと思って、暁に活動資金を送ったりしていたの。
That's where our money came from.
過ぎてみれば杞憂だったわね。あの子たちの手紙、どんどん生き生きとしてくるんだもの。悪いこともいいことも、嬉しいことも、大変なことも。
You can't visit the twins' room. Sad times. Well, why would you? Let them have their privacy. We don't get to see any other
あな
rooms.
たとの出会いは大きかったみたい。あなたの名前が書かれていなかった手紙なんて一つもないんじゃないかしら。どうかこれからもあの子たちを守ってあげてくださいね。
Oh gosh, you make me blush.
それじゃあ一緒に二人を待ちましょうか。お茶もお出しできなくて申し訳ないけれど、よければ待つ間にいろいろお話を聞かせていただける？
I keep the hat on though. That's my only rule. As much as it hurts, I have no choice. And on that day, childhood things were discussed.
戻ったわよ。一体何を渡されるのかって思って
Look
たん
at
だ
him
けど。
go!
お母様、これって。
よかった、ぴったりだわ。あなたのお気に入りはそういう服でよかったかしら。
They're just so wholesome! And look at them!
うん、すごくいい。最高よ。けど、アルフィノとお揃いにはしてない？
Like Alice got a unique outfit.
あなたもアルフィノも素敵な大人になろうとしてる。お揃いの服を着ていた頃もとびきり可愛かったけど、今はそれぞれに似合いの服があるものね。
This is Alice's best outfit, I agree.
ほら。
お母様、ありがとうございます。とても着心地が良くて実用的だ。
気に入ってもらえて嬉しいわ。実はその服と合わせてもう一つ渡したいものがあるの。アルフィノ様、お背中失礼いたします。賢者たちが扱う剣具よ。元は古篠さんが使っていたものなの。あの人、今では机にかじりついているけれど、 学生の頃はフィールドワークもしたのよ。その剣具で戦いもしたし、自分や仲間の傷を癒したりもした。あなたたちが身を投じているような本格的な戦いではないかもしれないけれど、
Hang Alfie with the drip, you're
意
sweating,
見が
Nox.
すれ違っている今だからこそ、それを知っておいてほしくて倉庫から引っ張り出してきたの。
And you know, it's technically just a Sage Relic outfit with a new color scheme, but it looks so good. It really does. It just fits him so well. And it just... If you think about it, he's the last Scion to change classes.
扱いが難しいとは聞いているけれど、たくさんの経験を積んできたあなたならきっと使いこなせるはず。
You know what to do, son. Wait.
どうかあなたたちを守りますよ。そしていつかお父様と分かり合って、また気兼ねなくこの家に帰ってきてね。
はい、必ず。
さて、私から遅れるのもあとは助言くらいかしら。まず古篠さんは昔から真面目な人だったけど、議員としての活動に心血を注ぐようになったのはあなたたちが生まれてからよ。私も哲学者議会の事情は聞いていないけれど、あの人のことだもの。きっとそこに意味があると
Oh,
思う。
you're gonna boogie now. Hope the night stays exciting and the following day peaceful. Thank you, Night Fighter, and please take care. Thanks for stopping by.
お父様に言葉で勝とうと思わないこと。見せちゃうか。やってしまってから事後報告が一番早いんだから。
もうお母様ったら。
助言ありがとうございます。では行ってきます。
はい、いってらっしゃい。体には気をつけて、皆さんと仲良くね。
Wink. Nice. It's nice seeing you again. Keep the secret between us. Goodbye. Yeah, class change time for Alfie. Agreed. But yeah, if you think about it, Alphino is the last Scion to actually get a job change. Because the entire time he has been a summoner, or like a scholar / summoner. His sister shifted to Red Mage, or like Paladin / Red Mage in Heavensward. Urianger Astrologian, I think around the same times, or Shadowbringers. Thancred changed in Shadowbringers. Yashola went from a healer to her current setup, I believe, in Heavensward as well. Either that or Stormblood. And Graha changed from a bard or an archer to a multiclasser. And then Lise went from, well, she's still technically, she went from being a monk or pugilist to monk, but technically she's not a scion anymore. She went from like character to character, if you think about it. Yeah, every new outfit the scions have gotten, they've all gotten progressively better. I agree, Nox. I agree. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I could see it meant a lot to her. And I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice, as will these tokens of home that we carry with us, these gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. The blamed game classifies her Yashtola as a sorceress. Yeah, she went from a conjurer, I believe she went from a conjurer to a sorceress. He says Arcanist with upgraded Carby, yeah. But then you get, now he is a sage. Also, this is the house. In my headcanon description, in a sense, they lived nearby. They lived nearby, but not like literally next door to each other. Visitation was still restrained by family. I need to shut up about my character's lore and get back to the story. Thank goodness that was like the last thing I needed to point out. Fun times. Wish you could use his carbuncle colors. I agree. I am not even going to sugarcoat it. I agree, Greed. Give us Carby colors. I have to adopt his Carbies and take him on an adventure for him. Enjoyed your time with the Leviers, I hope? I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once you've scouted out the situation at Thavnair, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move. Speaking of which, we at least have about an hour and a half for that, so let's just get going. Let's go, friends, let's go. I have Krau's instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavnair before, I could travel by Aetheryte, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time if we do not have, or waste time we do not have. Krau was of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. The Confluence, thou sayest. I'm afraid so, my friend. That will recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moin Breda. Moin Breda was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that faithful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled then, let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kate. Or Kite. We'll say Kite with two T's. Kate. Kite. Were you not outside the annex? No. Oh yeah, once I get to Thavnair, I could take off this stupid hat! Also, for context, anyone who likes this hat, it's not an ugly hat, but look how big it is on my head. Let's be realistic, that is way too thick. It looks like I'm clearly trying to cover something up. It's like I'm compensating for hiding my fox ears. It's very thick in the front. In the back, it looks okay. It's just really big. Big hat. Maybe I'm being weird about it. I apologize. Oh, and thank you for lurking, Greed. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the land of lurking, friend. Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kyle, the students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavnair and understand that you could assist us. Ah, the test subjects! Welcome, welcome! Test subjects? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an Aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurling along the live stream. an inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetherite teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetherite without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetherite that doesn't require attunement. Truly? That changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Charlian, and the other one in Yedamad, a port town in Thavnir. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Razat Han, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum up, we're to test these aetherites. How fortuitous for you! I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel aether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the life stream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Cryle truly knows how to pick 'em. If I might change the subjects, are Master Wilfshun and Mistress Bloida not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Don't worry, we're gonna make this easy for all of you. I see a friend in the distance. Hello, Nox. I have no idea if the dungeon is happening today, but it's nice to see you, friend. It's nice to see you. Hello. I give you a hug before I go on a trip. Crazy little trip, and then I get to take off this ridiculously heavy hat.
Yosh, これで準備万端。
Here we go!
送るのは4人全員でいいの？
いや、俺は現地で交換してるから自力で飛べる。
検体が減っちゃうのは残念だな。
Did the moment of silence go through? I don't know.
それじゃ残りの3人だけこっちに並んでくれる？
And now a moment of silence, her really awkward hat.
.その辺で OK。 起動するからリラックスして待っててね。
Oh boy.
言い忘れてた。これで転移するとちょっとだけエーテル酔いがきついからお大事にね。
Huh? Wait! No! If you manage to do all of Thavnir in an hour, you'll be very impressed. We will find out, Nox. We will find out. But that means I can't take a stretch break. Here we go.
ラザハンの都を有するサベネア島。北上海の南東に浮かぶその豊かな島では、異種族同士の戦いと衝突が繰り返されてきた。
It's
その
such a
度に文
colorful
化は混ざ
place.
り合い、独自の発展を遂げている。さながら彼らの用いる錬金術のようだ。一つの国として安定してからは中立を宣言し、侵略者を寄せつけずにいるが、さて国際式の島を悪意が塗りつぶし始めている。お前たちはそれを。
I also like how the narrator, which I think is Emmett Selks, is like, no.
それを。
There he goes.
本当にどうにかできるのか？
Also, thank you for the self-care package, Piero. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let me drink some water, and then I'll get out of my chair for a second to go get a Slim Jim. On that day, Thancred regretted everything. Ugh. Motion sickness sucks. Oh gosh, trollfish! That's what that button does today, Kieran. Thank you for finding that out.
大丈夫ではなさそうだな。
Stinian.
とりあえず飲み物でも買ってくる。そのまま待っていろ。
Wait.
なあ、クルルからの指示書に書き添えてあったんだが。
No, what are you talking about?
エスティニアンは金銭感覚があれだから、一人で買い出しはさせるな。
He's what? Oh God, no! Welp. It's always me. I'm going. No matter how crappy I feel. Thabner has an abundance of Indian culture and aesthetics, very vibrant and colorful. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Justinian in time? Don't worry, as long as I hold perfectly still, nothing will happen, right? Let me go grab that Slim Jim real fast. Crack into a Slim Jim. You gotta crack into a Slim Jim. Alright, here we go. Estinian! Come on. Estinian! Come on. Estinian! You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with aether sickness. By the Manusia, a traveler. I mean, greetings. Greetings and welcome. For the sake of avoiding Totter's wrath, you must forge ahead. Our Sometimes it kind of dried meat. Yeah, it's like it's a smoked meat stick, pretty much. Yeah. You are wise, good sir. You're wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amra Lassie, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnir, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil. For not one, not two, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to a Stinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Stinian and, using gestures, deny that the deal is fair. Denied! Yeah, 19,800 gil. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Also, oh my gosh, Roxas, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate your continued support, friend. Arigato! 6 months, that's crazy. That's like half a year of support. Thank you so much. All the hype. How are you doing today, friend? Welcome to the stream. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me it's so urgent? I miss you too, friend. Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me. Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles of lassie. Like 1,890 gil is better than like. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. We made him save like 90%. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Yeah, I can get back to the stairs before my sickness kicks in again. Ah, hey Arianje. There, poor friend. Here. And you're good, you're just about to have dinner, but funny you're in the same idea as you, but it's Genova. Nice. Or the same air. Oh, cool. Or same area? Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Anastinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. Oh yeah. Gosh, this weather is unruly. Give me back my ears, please. The hat of pain. You were in time? Excellent. You've spared us Tataru's wrath. Here you go. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. How do you think I managed to get over here, Thancred? Right. I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair! Oh gosh, fish! Hi, I've found it. Just the most I could do against this heat short of shredding my armor. Or shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnarian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. Yeah, no worries. You're good, hon. And also, hey Deco, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I was using my 3D model earlier, but the camera basically blurped twice. So I had to swap to 2D, and I also had to reset Streamlabs because I couldn't adjust it. It was frozen. The stream was still going, but I couldn't interact with anything. Truly more fierce than any primal we've ever faced. True, true. I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. On that subject, I shall refrain from making comment, yet I cannot help but observe that the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit of profit. Claiming Thavnir as its dominion, the nation of Radzit Han has long thrived as a hub for commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodara, a Mactangus tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hainish culture had come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt East and West. The day has been okay, can't complain, time to watch you continue this, and no worries, and I'm happy to hear the day was okay, and feel free to chill out as long as you want, friend. All the hugs, and thanks for being in chat. Sounds like Astinia needs Tadru's famous economics lessons. Also, it was Eric in the background, Roxas, yeah. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzit Han. Yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants out of Gateway Town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've not to lose by learning more. So ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yilmad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Also, I believe we are slowly getting closer to our first Journey Reborn goal. We're 2 away. I'm being stared at by Urianja. It's like, what? So how was the hat? The hat was terrible, Urianja. The hat was terrible. Alright, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Butters, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetherite. Off-putting, though, the mere sight of it may be. Maybe you should have tuned to it, Thancred, if you can. Now is your time, so you don't ever have to get Aether sick again. That is a crate of fruit. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. No, I'm gonna go back there so I can just go down the lane. The Messiah has been spoken. Yes. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Narunair. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What'll become of us, only the gods know. Also, if you've gotten to the first dungeon, probably gonna save it for tomorrow. Understood, Nox, understood. Congrats on getting to the first dungeon. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Hmm. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have consortium to keep afloat, like Kazal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kazal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Sails, the harbor guild building across the water from here. Ah, okay. Whoop. What other ports have we visited? Just Limsa and Kugani, right? Yeah, I believe so. Those are the only ports, really. And, how's the Messiah doing today, Roxas? Well, Eric is doing fine. Thank you for asking. He's just been chilling out, enjoying games. Sorry, I'm still snapping into a Slim Jim. The Dalmaskins aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. But this will be an enormous loss. All right, forget about the Dalmaskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hainish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kazal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. Sorry, I'm not a merchant. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? My name is Matsuya, and I'm here to see Kazal. Also, did he cave in on the new Zelda game? No, he hasn't, Roxas. We don't have it. We do not have it. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Well, I do frequent the market board. But we're not here on market business. No, no. Now, to be fair, I am I am partaking in a contest giveaway thing for a Nintendo Switch for, I think, Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm just doing it for fun. I doubt I'm gonna get anything. Just want to have fun. Yes, can I help you? Hi, Matsuya. I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kazal too, did you? I'm Matsuya, a fisherman of Agiali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kazal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hardworking man, and I dare not disturb him. Oh, what if I won, Roxas? I would either give the Switch to my partner, or I might utilize it. I'm not sure. That's the thing. Because it's an OLED. I'm not 100% sure. Because otherwise, we'd have to transfer all our games onto that, wouldn't we? And most of them are digital. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hardworking man, and I dare not disturb him. Nah. Maybe we would need to set things up if I actually want it, but send it to you. Matsuya regards you nervously. Transfer the SD card? That's true, Greed. That's true. I could just do that. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I'm an adventurer trade. An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world, helping people. Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Kazal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? I can try my best. If you're willing, please let me know. We could begin at once. The events to follow cannot be skipped. By the way, if you guys do have the solutions on how to sell the fish, let's do this together. Let's do this together. Because I think I only know how to sell one. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers? I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yedamad. I'll observe you and learn. They're now accompanying us. Step 1 is we need an impromptu musical number. Yeah, understood. Thank you, Roxas. Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually gonna win. It's just I wanted to join for fun. It gives me an excuse to make art. Yes. Fish, fish! I got fish here. Fresh fish straight from the seas. This one's probably the right one. Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Greetings to you, too. I suppose I'm well enough, given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain there for now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back, continue with my life such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. I don't know, what do you guys think? We are trying to get this man some fish. There's no place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, eh? Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower. And when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives. To the days when you could earn as much as you gave and huck into a meal satisfied that you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say?
Water and water and water.
Oh, you're a fishmonger. Thank you for the hydrate, Roxas. I really appreciate it. Arigato. Give me one moment. Let's finish this scene. Hey, when you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well. Give me some of your fish. You get fish. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is shallows cod, delectable stewed in coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt. You succeed in making a sale. Alright, guys. We gotta make Matsuya proud. We've got 2 more people to sell fish to. And I'm gonna need everyone's expertise. We have to work as a team. We gotta sell these fish. Got 2 more. Though I think on the first try, it's usually, I think everyone's either gotten 1 out of 3, 0 out of 3. It's tough. It is really tough to sell fish. Alright, next client. They did this quest 3 out of 3 every time. Whoa. Nice. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some Amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. You had 3 out of 3, but you don't remember the dialogues? I was gonna say, what do you need so many armor for? Or, yeah, armor for. Because if I cut them off, they'll just be like, oh, fish, never mind. Is that the right train of thought? Because I don't think I was ever able to get a fish sold to her. What do you need so many armor for? Why? For eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I am a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come along or come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that. And this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. Are you sure you're actually hungry? I think it's the second one. I know how you feel. Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off the troubles for a moment. No. Never mind. If nothing else, you left her with a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side of town, shall we? It was the top one? Like, are you sure you're hungry? Dang it. Well, let's try to get 2 out of 3. We're gonna try the 2 out of 3. Sometimes, though, you gotta make sure someone's doing alright before trying to sell them your fish. Hey, look, it's Urianje. Urianje, you want some fish? This is a storehouse like any other at first glance, yet in contrast to its scale, there's a distinct lack of activity. You're not gonna question why I'm helping a dude sell fish? Okay. Let's go! Fish time! More fish! I don't know, I guess working a cash register made me good at talking to customers. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh god, it's my stomach! Ugh. Aether sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. It sounds like the second one, but I feel like he's also gonna tell him, like, nah, you don't need food. Is the bottom. You should take it easier, eat more slowly and savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can while I still can, the better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? Yeah, that sounds right. How do you intend to prepare? By stockpiling supplies. For that I need to earn coins so I could buy food, medicine, what have you. Do we have anything suitable, Matsuya? How about some fish? Both of these sound good, honestly. Is the correct option? Wait. No, it's just the bottom for all 3. Or do I... Oh, do we have anything suitable, Matsuya? Oh, we do have some dried products too. Navniri cucumber and puff paya fish. They're the last of the batch, so if you're interested, you can have them for a discount. Truly? By all means, I'll take them all. Yay! You succeeded in making a sale. You remembered what I told you earlier, that I preserve what I catch, which serves to show the importance of being attentive. Yes. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was a truly eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier. Return them to the pier. Matsuya, I hope you can run. They're just speed walking like the wind. Go! Hey. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell the 2 of the 3 people you approached. Adventurers do indeed have great conversational skills. Watching you at work was very enlightening. By applying the lessons I've learned, I hope to one day pedal as well as you. Me slowly hiding the tombstone phone I have. Yeah, I always need help. Still, there's only so much I could do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kazal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsuya? Kazal, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matsuya. I truly am, but for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I could barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I've friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Kakazal. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. Working customer service sucks, sadly. I have not heard a lot of good things with customer service, except just it could be easy, but it doesn't mean it's fun. We weren't technically a reputable source yet, so the most you could do is just help them along. That is true, Greed. That is true. Dang, Greed! I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telefori. That Matsuya fellow you were helping, he's Arcus Sodara, is he not? Apparently, it is almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, if doth stand to reason that Arcus Sodara would be their primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Akiali lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Kral's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. You're just happy you didn't have to work a cash register in America. I know, I understand that. We're not even that far out yet, and there's already a destination. Oh. You do not see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. Go, Marshmallow! As per usual, fly like the wind! It'll make this just slightly quicker. You do not see Matsuya from here either. No! Leave me alone! Help! Somebody, help! Matsuya's voice, and it came from the north. one touches the elephant! You okay, Matsuya? Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me? I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arcasadara were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean, all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities, in the old tongue, it means. But they are not true divinities. They are monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Thou know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish? But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish! What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Akiali? Fish. Wonderful! Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So 'tis the simulacra of Thavenarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hainish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though, indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. Aye, as you said, we'd do well to study their religious traditions to Akiali. Welcome to Akiali, my friend. The name means White Beach, and there isn't much here to save that, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us could tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanga and old Hasvieda. They're free at the moment, as it happens. Hasviada. I hope I'm saying it right. You wish to know about our gods. What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups, the months the Mausia, beings of wisdom who assume the form of man, and the Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Perk up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Manusia and the Murga deities, who look like men and beasts, respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusia, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusia coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusia have worn animal faces and the Murga the limbs of men. When you work at the Senda, you're very often caught in a very awkward middle between kitchen and customer. Oh gosh, Knox. Sounds crazy. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. I don't know if it's voice acted, but... Snap into a Slim Jim! Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They are Manusia. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Cinderuva. Cinderuva, a goddess of wisdom. For this alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindaruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts, and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. In like fashion to the Mausia, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor. I am messing this up, I'm so sorry. Of the Arkasodara, the progenitor. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radz-at-Han, forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kral's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kral's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. You once had a customer wait 30 minutes for a meal. We wear out because the kitchen didn't communicate properly. Progenitor. Okay. Thank you, Nox. Did you say you're going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? I can stare at her dainty eyes and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes, when you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. You looked it up? Ah, thank you. I do appreciate that, actually. I don't mean to scorch an entire sentence because of mispronunciation, especially if I have to say a word multiple times. Oh my gosh. We gave him a free meal to go to compensate for the long wait. No, that's fair. That is fair. Are you alright?
一体どういうことだ。
装いは錬金術師に見えるな。外傷はない。
Oh man.
毒を受けたわけでもなさそうだ。つまり眠っているだけと。そうなるな。恋か事故かはわからないが。
ああ、お客様ですね。すみません。みんな徹夜続きで限界だったみたいで。僕はバルシャン。ラザハン大使に仕えるものです。ちょうど彼らを起こしに来たところなのでお任せください。皆さん、新たな鱗を持ってきました。
Wakey, wakey. We've got good supplies.
新しい鱗来たの
？Just the most eager alchemists you could ever find.
ええ、お待たせしてしまいましたが、追加の鱗をこちらに。
イエーイ！
おお、確かに。これで研究の続きができる。
ありがたい。私にも。
今のは竜の鱗か。
Did someone say dragon scales? Get me!
彼らに進めてもらっている研究に必要なんです。
Dragon scales, dragon scales.
その通り。
It's all about the dragon
い
scales.
ただいた大いなる竜の鱗とラザハン錬金術の英知を持って必ず完成させる。あの忌々しい塔からのエーテル放射を打ち消す護符をね。ってあれ？その様子だともしかしてバルシャンの付き添いじゃないの？君たち一体どちら様？
Oh, well, we have similar thing.
じゃあ君がクルルちゃんの紹介で来てくれた光の加護を持つ人なのね。
おお、なんて日だ。マグシンに感謝を。
They're just so excited.
いい風向きだ。ついに完成。
Like, oh boy, it's time to
そんな
learn.
気がする。
本当だね。ちょっと寝て頭もすっきりしたし。
竜の鱗は どうやって手に入れた？
意外ですね。それを気になさるとは。ご心配なく。あれは大使が正当な契約を持って竜から譲り受けたものです。
そうか。ならいい。
もしかして竜に詳しい人？
この槍を覆ってるの凝固した流血じゃないか。
ねえ、あなた自身も流血を浴びたりしてない？
They know of Estinian.
だとしたら採血させてほしいな。
Lord save Estinian.
おい、待て。何を？
No!
よし、確保。俺たちの仕事場にご招待だ。
Estinian! They've got bears!
やめろ、押すな。
Hail, Messiah! I'm not the Messiah!
They perceived Estinian.
仲間をごめんね。君たちが来てくれたものだから。
Why? It's so many bears, Cody. So many bears.
けど貴重なサンプルなら悪いようにはしない
Oh
はず。
God.
私たちはその間に
They're everywhere. Oh God.
改めて私は錬金術師のニッターナ。今回の研究には国中の工房が参加してるんだけど、ここデミールのイレツ教でのまとめ役をしてるの。しばらくの間よろしくね。
I can't do much about
それ
it.
じゃあみんなでついてきて。
Hopefully we'll get the 3D model working tomorrow, and hopefully the camera doesn't give out.
Of your reflexes.
Oh, she! How are you doing, friend? Welcome in. I can't dodge the bears when I can't physically dodge. I had my 3D model on earlier, and the camera basically blepped out twice, so I got it working for like a minute or two, and then it died out again. Oh. This place is so weird to navigate. I've never had luck. Because I get confused. Here we go. So much bear. And we are slowly getting towards a bear discount. At 670. 670 followers. Small beans. I don't listen. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. We do have goals for the stream. I'll link them soon before the stream ends. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Butters is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of aether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any inconsequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists to create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light comes in. What is it that you exactly need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. Yeah, fair enough. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you could provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the great work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Whee! Oh, wait. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of aether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe aether sickness. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Oh boy, it's time for a lamp. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing etheric exposure test. What? Can you guys still hear me?